Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming Geographic. I'm your host, David Hattenborough, and today we'll be taking yet another look at the inhabitants of Overwatch. In today's episode, we're traveling to one of the most extreme environments known to this species. A paradise for some, and hell for others. That's right, it's the moon. While the moon is undoubtedly a harsh environment for many, it is the ideal place for that species to thrive. For the Genji, being 384,000 kilometers away from the payload is the only place he feels truly comfortable, and as such the moon is like heaven. Unfortunately, not everyone deals as well with this confusing new environment. Perhaps one of the most tragic sights to behold on this barren moon is that of a poor beginner who has stumbled into the wrong map. Much like a blind puppy dog, these beginners are easily identified by their apparent obsession with vacuum cleaners, as well as their astonishing ability to run headfirst into almost any solid obstacle. As much as we may want to intervene to help these poor players, it is important to allow nature to take its course. And in this harsh moon environment, most of these players will struggle to survive long beyond spawn.
This will stop them.
While the moon's inhabitants will fight tooth and nail to defend their territory, there is a sacred area known as space, which opposing armies have used for generations as a place of truce. No matter how brutal the fighting, once both teams have stepped foot into this space, a sacred agreement of truce is established, and allies and enemies alike will come together to perform these ritualistic dances. While this tradition is enjoyed by almost all species, there is one hero who refuses to walk on this sacred ground. The Genjis are extremely careful to remain inside the space station at all times, as in the cold vacuum of space, no mercies can hear their screams of, "I need healing." Unfortunately, however, on their journey to the moon, head scientist Dr. Jeffrey Kaplanius afflicted many of the Overwatch cast with a number of genetic changes. To the horror of many, the once extinct species of Reaper mains have made a terrifying return, while many Reinhardts have also been reporting instances of shrunken hammers. However, perhaps most tragic of all is the toll that this environment has taken on the once proud race of Roadhogs. Once feared across the world for their lethal damage, recent changes to their genetic code have neutered this once proud species. And while they remain as aggressive as ever, it is hard not to feel at least some pity for this once great creature. However, in addition to these genetic changes, Dr. Kaplanius also released a terrifying virus into the Overwatch ecosystem, known locally only as Congaitis. Once thought to be confined to the Badlands, it spread with terrifying ferocity. Only the tryhard species has been able to resist its spread, and many have used this phenomenon as a means of boosting their stats to even greater heights. This virus is... God, no. I can't stop the rhythm. Oh God, what is that? It's a tryhard. They're coming for us. The virus has me. It's frozen. I can't move. I can't run. Please. No. No.